Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. You know, I love a little bit of tradition, and we definitely have some traditions developing on this channel as the days, months, and years go by that I'm on YouTube. And one of them is surrounding Victoria Beckham Beauty Satin Kajal liners. Whenever she has a new one, and I think you know she has a new one, I end up presenting it and then putting it next to all of its brethren for a sort of rainbow of Victoria Beckham Beauty pencils. And I love tradition, and so many of my viewers do as well. So let's continue that tradition. We have a brand new, as I said, Satin Kajal liner from Victoria Beckham Beauty. This is the brand new shade Surfside. It is kind of a matte teal shade, and it is the Satin Kajal liner, the 11th Satin Kajal liner. This is separate, of course, from the 4 jewel shades that she has introduced, which have glitter particles in them and can't be used in the waterline safely. If you're a daredevil, you be a daredevil, but safely. So we're just going to talk today about the brand new Satin Kajal liner, and we'll compare it with the other Satin Kajal liners. I will leave the jewel liners out of this for now, but if you need some sort of a comparison with one of those or something, just let me know. I'm happy to do it over on Instagram. Okay, so let's talk about this. This is, as I said, a matte teal liner. We are going to look at it in 2 different lightings and compare it to all the others. The first thing we do have to discuss, and this is a known fact, Victoria Beckham Beauty, like I guess really everyone else out there, has raised her prices. Supply issues, higher costs of things, I don't know. And I'm not giving an opinion on how that is. It just seems to be something that is happening across the board. And that's all I'll say. So now these are $30 with or without the sharpener. It used to be that you paid a little $2 for the sharpener, and that if you didn't get the sharpener, you could save $2. Now it is $30 with or without the sharpener. Quick thing, and I'm going to put down here when we try on, I'm going to put here the timestamp for when we start trying it on, in case you don't want this extra information. Literally, if I had a dime for how many people asked me how to sharpen these pencils, I would be very, very wealthy and retired in the Bahamas right now. Believe it or not, though these look plastic, they do sharpen just like a regular old liner. So if you have one of these, you can sharpen it with any sharpener, although many people tell me that they prefer the Victoria Beckham Beauty sharpeners the most. That's up to you. And right now, whether you get it or don't get it on her site, your pencil is still the same price. So you might as well grab the sharpener. I have so many of these that I could build a little house with them, but there's never any near me when I want it, right? So I went ahead and got the sharpener. They do work very, very well. All right, so let's take a look at this. Of course, as you probably know about Victoria Beckham Beauty liners, we have this beautiful little spongy tip. That's all you need. I don't have any brushes or anything over here. And ooh, that from the factory point. Ooh. These can be worn in the waterline or to tight line, and they can also be a one and done shadow, which is how we're going to use it today when we get to our demo. Let's take a look first at this in studio and in natural lighting. The first image that I have here for you, or video I have here for you, is in studio lighting. All the way left, kind of by the crook of my arm there, is the brand new Satin Kajal liner in Surfside. It's a real definite matte teal. And then next to it, in order, here's what we've got. So starting with Surfside, then there's that fig shade, bronze, sea gray, Bordeaux, navy noir, black, cocoa, copper, ash, and olive. Those are all of them. And I think she did a really good job describing this. The olive I didn't really think was necessarily olivey. The copper, I took a little bit of issue with calling it copper, blah, blah, blah. But I think matte teal as a description for Surfside is pretty much on point. And you can see it there if I put it back up with the navy noir. They're definitely different. The navy is very navy, and this is definitely very teal. But in order to see these just perfectly, I really think we need to look at them in natural lighting. So let's go out into the warm California sunshine and take a look. Remember that our brand new Surfside is all the way left, and then the original 10 shades that we've had preceding it go all the way next to it and look beautiful out there in that light. Okay, I have my makeup done, but I do not have anything other than some mascara, backwards I know, on my eyes. So let's go ahead and get started with this right now. So again, as I said, we can line with it. We can use it as a one and done shade. There's so many things we can do, and I will make use of this really good sponge that's on the back here. I really like it. And let's see what we got. I am going to start by making a very messy line here. Now, some people say that the Victoria Beckham eyeliners don't budge on them. They love them. And some people say that they run down the face, and I have found over many, many years of trying them that it kind of depends on the shade. Bordeaux and Cocoa seem to be an offender in a lot of people's minds, especially Bordeaux, which I have described in other videos as a little bit like the movie Carrie when it runs down your face if you are sweating or get wet. If you haven't seen Carrie, I'll let you look it up. It is not a good scene. Look at how pretty that is there. I'm going to put a little bit underneath the eye, just a little bit. We're going to do some more. And then I'll just do this eye, and I'll do this eye off camera. I am going to put it here in the waterline. And then I'm going to tight line with it. What a pretty shade this is. We're going to do a little bit more on the lid as well. Definitely a teal. What do you guys think so far? Okay, let's do a little bit more. And I'm just being really sloppy. There's no need to be neat. And then I'm going to take this right here and just blend, blend, blend. Now, these do have a point where you can't play with them anymore. You do need to do one eye at a time because it will set. And you don't want that because then you're going to set with all that messiness. Maybe you're a little neater than I am. I'm not very neat at all. So I need to make sure that I use that playtime. Now, can you put this with a quad of your choice, or a one and done shadow, or a highlighter? You can do whatever you want. But I am just kind of demonstrating this as a one and done shadow. And let me tell you, when these are done as a shadow, they don't budge. Sometimes using them more as less as a liner and more as a shadow will go through the pencil quicker, admittedly. But take a look here. We've got one eye done and one eye not done. I'm going to do the other off camera. There is that teal shade. That's really kind of dramatic and pretty. All right, let me do the other one off camera and then we'll talk about it. Okay, what do we think? Definite mermaid vibes, right? I like it a lot. And you saw how quickly I did the eye I did on camera. Same time to do the other eye. In fact, I did it even faster because I wasn't jabbering away. Super easy to do a one and done look, but just as equally as pretty to complement another eye look as a waterline shade or to tight line with it. I like that a lot too. And it's really complementary to different eye colors. I was just about to say that the Bordeaux, which a lot of people say run, the Cocoa doesn't run on me, but it has a different feel to it. It feels slightly a little bit of a harder shade, and this one feels just like the really kind of creamy, nice ones that don't budge. As far as, there's a lot of people that say that that cannot be beat in terms of their staying power. I think these are about middle of the line for staying power to be honest. For me, the Hourglass Voyeur and the Pat McGrath liners stay a little bit more. Although I have a friend who I got addicted to Pat McGrath liners, and she says she's having trouble finding some of the shades that she loves. So let me know if you too are having trouble finding some of your favorite Pat McGrath shades. I would like to know that in terms of the eyeliners. But these are beautiful. They're easy to work with. They don't tug or pull on the eye. They're so creamy and nice. You have a nice amount of playtime with them. And then when they set, they really, really set. I had to go get those swatches off my arms super quickly and use makeup remover to do it. They were there for the duration. I think you'll like this very much, especially if you like a teal. I can't think of a competitor in terms of an eyeliner that has a similar shade. So this is really unique and very, very pretty, but the price did go up with or without this sharpener, so you can tell me how you feel about that. And do remember that you do sharpen these just like a pencil. Trust me, I promise I'm not leading you astray. All right, this is where you come in. This is what makes us a community. Put your comments down below so we all can hear what one another thinks. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. Hey, if you haven't already done so, make sure that you subscribe to this channel so we can keep growing in this new year. Come say hello hello over on Instagram and TikTok too. And you can support this channel by becoming a member for special different videos and lives. And you can also give super thanks. But any way that you choose to participate, I am grateful for you. And I will see you all, I hope, in the next video. Bye-bye.